Good morning, everybody, and welcome to very sunny and warm Wisconsin Dells. We've got a fantastic game coming up of your Cedar Rapids Roughriders against the Mankato Mavericks. Both teams are heading out onto the ice. We're going to get our warm-up period started.
Boys and girls, hockey fans of all ages. Welcome to Sunday Brunch at the Lake Delta Ice Arena. Host matchup is ultimate tournament matchup between these ultimate teams. Here are the sports teams. The home team defending the goal to your right is the Cedar Rapids Roughriders.
Cedar Rapids today is going to have a starting goalie of Jackson Baker. He wearing his white-black blocker, catcher, and pads. Roughriders are coming out in their white jerseys today. Baker had a very good game on Friday and is poised to have another fantastic game today. Mankato's coming out in their purple jerseys. They've got two goalies today. Both of them are wearing white pads, blocker and catcher, with white helmets. Coincidentally, one of DJ's former USHL buddies that is now playing in the American Hockey League is from Mankato, so hoping that he's going to tune in today and be able to watch his former team play against DJ's team. This is game 3 of pool play. Currently, the standings are absolutely smushed together, as Cottage Grove and Cedar Rapids are both tied with 3 points, and the Mankato Mavericks have 2 points. Pretty safe to say that the winner of this game is going to have a big part to play in who goes to the championship game, but it may very well end up being a rematch in the championship game, depending on how all of the results go. All the fans are clearly wide awake and alert. It is a very early 8 in the morning. Kids look like they are ready to go. 20 seconds left in the warm-up period. And then we'll get ready to play some hockey. All right, that's the end of the warm-up period. Pucks are getting put into the bag. Teams are getting ready. Coaches giving their final instructions to starting lineups. As soon as they start getting out on the ice, we'll be able to let everyone know how the team is going to line up today. Looks like we're going to have Hunt and Palmer being centered by Clara. DJ and Liam starting out. D going to talk to their goalies to start. Both teams look ready to go.
Let's play hockey.
All doors are closed. Faceoff is controlled by Mankato. Back to their D. Pass up through the offensive zone, tipped in. Liam Smith going to be first on it, tries to reverse it up to Ellis Palmer. Ellis brings it into the middle to Clara. Clara skating through the middle, tries a pass up to Jackson Hunt, but knocked off of his stick. Back to Jackson Hunt, dumps it down on net. Mankato able to grab it. Up to DJ Elliott, sends it in, unfortunately offside. Face off at center ice, sent back to the D. Almost over the glass, but ends up in the Mankato defensive zone. Rung up the boards. And out. And a little bit of a collision going into the Roughriders defensive zone. But Mankato's got it in the neutral zone. Tipped off of a stick to Jackson Jerf. Put it out a little too far in front of himself. Jack Kettleson coming, trying to get it. Sent across the ice, and it's going to be a race for icing, and icing is achieved. Face off behind the net. Flynn Hansen trying to make some trouble. Shot goes in on the net. Another shot goes in and blocked. Mankato bringing it back into the zone. Blocked by Liam. Back up to the point. Blocked by DJ Elliott on another shot. And then into the neutral zone. Flynn may have caught a stray elbow there, but hard to tell for sure. Mankato skating around. Shot goes over the net. DJ trying to get it up the boards. Back onto his stick, off of Flynn Hansen's stick. Recontrolled by Mankato in the middle of the ice. Off of the stick from Jack Kettleson. Jack getting it into the zone. Shot comes in into the goalie and saved. Shot wide of the net. And shot goes in. No, off of the post. And then shot again by the net. And not in. Jackson Hunt going to be first on it. No icing here. Aaron passed up the middle. Shot blocked off of Baker's glove. Corralled by Corbin Zek. Blip. And offside. Looks like we have our video problem fixed. Apologies for that issue. Face-off coming just outside the Roughriders zone. Controlled by Cedar Rapids for a second. Stolen by Mankato. Dropped back to the point. Wyatt trying to skate it into the zone. Knocked off of his stick, though. And then pile up around the boards, dumped in deeper. Mankato skating it through the zone. DJ Elliott gets it, pops it back up. Cedar Rapids gets it into the zone. Angled off by Jackson Jerf. Knocked off of his stick. Mankato coming back the other way. Jack Kettleson with a great angle to take the puck himself. Has a couple of Mankato players on him. Pass in the middle doesn't make it through. DJ pops it into the zone, and it comes back out. Shot comes over the net. Mankato on the rebound, but then knocked off of their stick to Jackson Jerf. Knocked off of his stick by a Mankato player. Maverick Rasmussen first on it for Cedar Rapids. Turns around into trouble. Swung up to the point, kicked back lower. Tipped back to the point again. Shot and score. Cedar Rapids having trouble getting it out of the zone. And Mankato is up 1-0. Face-off controlled by Mankato. Knocked off a stick by Flynn Hansen. Flynn doesn't quite get there first. Mankato skating it out of the zone, off of Liam's stick, back up to Flynn Hansen. Flynn turns, pops it into the middle, off of Iris's stick. Just gets into the zone. Mankato recovers. Knocked off of a stick by Liam Smith. Liam with a nice little move, but has got a Mankato player right on top of him. Flynn with a steal and then stolen off of his stick. Mankato skating it in. Good centering pass that just misses the net. Another shot goes in wide of the net. Liam Smith gets there first. Flynn Hansen with it. Tries to get it up and through. Looks like he gets it through the first player. Doesn't get it through the second. Off of some feet. Clara with it. Finds a Mankato skate. Gets another shot at it. Skating it through the middle. And dumps it a little bit deeper into the zone. Everyone else is changing behind. Flynn Hansen trying to cause some trouble. Big couple of collisions. A lot of bodies flying around right now. Jack Kettleson tries to get it out of the zone. Gets it up to Flynn Hansen. And Jack and Flynn end up colliding. Jack gets it stolen off of his stick by a taller Mankato player. DJ steals it off of him, pops it up to Jack. Jack mishandles it a little bit. Mankato's able to get it back over to a Cedar Rapids player. Deflected into a hand. Jack Kettleson gets the puck on a pass. Shot comes in wide. Ellis Palmer going to be first into the boards, a little bit hard. No call there. Tries to dump it up. Another shot comes in wide. Woo. And we've got a stoppage. And it looks like Ellis is going off for a penalty, getting called for elbowing. Roughriders going on the penalty kill. Face-off controlled by Mankato. Up to the point. Shot comes wide.
Roughriders penalty, second number 88, Alice Palmer. Number 37,
Mankato has it. Pass across to the other side. Puck loose in the crease. Pass across to the other side. And covered by Mr. Baker. A little bit of commotion in front of the net as there was a little bit of digging for the puck. Face-off is controlled by the Roughriders. Back behind the net. Pass goes up to a Mankato stick. Mankato dumps it back in. DJ gets it behind the net, looking for somewhere to go. Knocked off of his stick behind the net. And covered. Puck is still loose. Big mess in front of the net. Shot goes right into Jack Kettleson's gut. Knocked off of his stick before it gets out of the zone. Puck comes out to new neutral zone. And both teams are now back to full strength. Jackson Jerf dumps it down for an icing. Roughriders managed to get out of that penalty kill situation. Baker doing a great job keeping the team in the game. Face-off won by Mankato out to the point. Passed across to the other point. Bounced off of some skates, but then turned right back over. Corbin Hunt taking it behind the net. Pass up to Flynn Hansen off of his stick. Shot wide of the net. Another penalty coming up. Partially blocked into the corner. Nice little toe drag. Another pass out to the front, partially blocked. And timely touched. And we are going to have a roughing. So another penalty coming to your Roughriders. Looks like Liam is going in this time. Got the hands a little bit high. Face-off controlled back to the point.
Number 3, Liam Smith. Number 37, Kevin Lee, the record of penalty at 10 minutes, 8 seconds.
Shot in off of Baker's pads. DJ on it first. Maverick on it. Knocked off to Maverick, dumps it down, and it looks like we're going to get an icing here. Face-off is controlled by Mankato. Shot comes wide. Corbin first on it. Corbin skating it up the wing. Has some time and space. Needs to cut it back to the middle, but knocked off of his stick. Shot across to the other side. Wyatt Monty giving some chase. Mankato manages to navigate around a couple of players. Shot comes in, wide of the net. Into Baker's pads, and we have a stoppage. 15 seconds remaining in the penalty, 37.5 seconds remaining in the period. Face-off is controlled over to Mankato, passed up to the point. Knocked off of a stick, but kept in the zone. Maverick gets it, dumps it out. Corbin's gonna have a chance at a 2-on-0. And now Roughriders are in a little bit of trouble as a couple people went into the boards and are behind the play. Mankato's gonna get on the puck first. Roughriders just trying to kill some time here. Mavericks skating it up, and that's the end of the period. First intermission, Mankato is up 1-0. Roughriders spent a lot of time on defense that period and need to do a much better job of taking care of the puck to be able to have a chance in this game. That is the end of the intermission. Coach is giving final instructions. Heading into your second period. Teams have switched sides. Roughriders now skating from your left to your right on your screen. Mankato skating from your right to your left. Face-off controlled to Cedar Rapids. Off the referee's skate. Onto Jackson Hunt's stick. Tries to get it up to Jack Kettleson. He manages to get around the first player. Get us around the second player. Shot saved by the goalie. Passed up to the point. Maverick tries a big clapper, and it gets blocked right away. Mankato gets the puck again. Hunt stolen by Hunt. Mankato has it behind the net, tries a pass up. Kettleson with the puck, tries to pass it up to Hunt, but he missed it. And over to Maverick. Maverick up to Palmer. Palmer getting closed out by a Mankato player, dumps it into the zone. Hunt on the forecheck. Very passive forecheck. Pass comes up to the wing. Liam Smith with the steal. Turns it into the zone, tries to pass it up to Palmer. Chopped off of his stick by Mankato. Back out to the point. Corbin able to reverse it, offside. Face-off controlled by Mankato into their zone. Bounced off the boards, trying to get it a little bit deeper. Cedar Rapids able to steal it. Monty gets hit, and there's going to be a penalty there. Cedar Rapids going on their first power play of the game. Face off to the glove side of the Mankato goaltender. Face off controlled by Cedar Rapids, but out to the point, and DJ isn't able to hold it in. Mankato gets it into the zone. Shot comes in behind the net. DJ's got a person right on his back. Manages to pull the puck with him, but then off of his stick. A little bit further, Mankato's got it at the point. Off of a Cedar Rapids stick. Blocked by Iris. Iris skating up with it. Shot comes a little bit wide and into the corner. Mankato's going to get there first. Kettleson gets the puck back. Skates in with it. Shot misses the net. Liam's not going to be able to keep it in. Pass over to DJ. Touches it up to Kettleson. Kettleson gets it into the zone. Knocked off of his stick, though. DJ gets it back, dumps it in, and offside. Kettleson was just a little bit offside when he received that. Face off, controlled by Cedar Rapids. Jackson Hunt with it, tries to get it into the zone. Runs into a Mankato player. Claire Domke on the forecheck. Pass up to the wing. Cedar Rapids able to get there first. Flings it into an open wing, though. And Mankato is back to full strength. Corbin's going to not quite win the race to the puck, but a shot from Mankato gets wrung off of Baker's pads. Mankato's able to get it back in the neutral zone, dumps it back in. Corbin gets the puck on the wing, tries to reverse it back to Maverick. Maverick runs into three Mankato players. Pass comes across, blocked by Maverick. Tries to pass it up. And it's going to go all the way down for an icing. Face-off controlled by Mankato up to the point. Shot comes in. And that is not how that call should work. So we're going to drop it again. Referees should be making sure there's the correct number of players on the ice before they drop the puck. Face-off controlled by Cedar Rapids. DJ has it behind the net. DJ tries to stop and start, and playing some good defense. Shot comes in that gets blocked. Pass up to Jack Kettleson. Jack's got a little bit of time and space. And saved. Roughriders having a very hard time getting good shots on net. Seven minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the second period here. Face off controlled by Mankato up to the Cedar Rapids point. Dropped back in to Jackson Hunt. Off of his stick though, and on Mankato's stick, dumped into the zone for an icing. Face off back to the Cedar Rapids point. Pass into the middle. Tried to get a pass into the middle, but ended up blocked shot and goal! Jackson Hunt puts the puck into the net. We have a 1-1 game here. Face-off controlled back to Maverick. Mishandled a little bit. Corbin's got it behind the net. Reverses it up to Maverick. And that is going to be a penalty there. Looks like that's going to get called as a body check. Roughriders going back on the power play here. Face off controlled back to Cedar Rapids. Shot comes in. Bounced high into the air. And now it's loose and coming around. Liam dumps it back in deep. Flynn Hansen's going to be first one there. Battled it hard. Iris gets it.
Average penalty, assessment number 5, Owen Christensen.
And we got a hand pass here behind the net. Should come outside of the zone if it's a hand pass by White. But they're keeping the play in the zone, so that's how it goes. Face-off controlled by Mankato. And off of the post. And net is off on the Cedar Rapids side. Net's off. Your net is off. Play continues, even though the net is quite a bit off of its moorings. Officials don't seem to care very much. Cedar Rapids gets it out of the zone. Maverick has it. And lots of bodies falling all around. Both teams are now in full strength. Up then, looks like we've got a Cedar Rapids penalty getting called. Not sure who got it, not sure what it was. Face-off control by Mankato. Shot comes in. DJ swings it out. Corbin gets it back into the Mankato zone. DJ tips it off, and that's an offside. Mankato's switching goaltenders. Hunt had a cross-checking penalty. Face-off controlled back into the Cedar Rapids zone. Pass up, gets stuck in the referee. Jerf with the puck, got knocked off of his stick. Still there, reclaimed by Mankato. Up to the point, blocked by Jerf a couple times. Jerf has the puck again. And offside. 26 seconds remaining in the penalty to Hunt. Face-off coming back outside of the Mankato zone. Face-off controlled back to Cedar Rapids. Passed up to Jack Kettleson. Jack gets it around one player, but a little bit too far for receiving the self-pass. Jack putting on a very nice forecheck behind the Mankato net. Liam Hunt able to kind of mess up that breakout. And now both teams are back to full strength. Shot comes in wide of the net. Comes across. Shot wide again. Mankato has control of it along the wing. Up to the point. Shot blocked by Liam. Mankato able to recover. Liam Smith able to steal the puck temporarily. Swung across the middle to Maverick. Maverick taking it out to the wing. Lost his glove in the process. Swings the puck around. Temporarily stopped by Corbin. Corbin gets it a little bit deeper into the zone. Tries to pass it across into the middle. Oh! And Maverick took a big collision in the middle there. All right, looks like play's going to continue. We are at 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the second period. Back to full strength. All right, both teams back out on the ice. Face-off controlled by Mankato. Corbin's got it behind the net. Tries a pass to Iris. Gets it out of the zone. Flynn's got it. Dumps it into the zone. And up to Cedar Rapids has got it stuck in some feet. Back up to DJ. Offside. Two minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the second period here. People are flying around a little bit. Definitely a high-intensity game. Face-off controlled back to the Mankato point. Off of Jackson Hunt's feet. Palmer with a steal. Gets it again, knocked off of his stick. Gonna be first on it. Tries to reverse it up the boards, but ends up finding a bunch of Mankato sticks. And puck is out. Over to the wing. Deflected off of Liam's stick. To Liam. Liam tries to get it up further. Over to Jack Kettleson. Jack tries to pass it over to Hunt. Gets intercepted. Liam Smith's got it again. And we're going to have a trip called against Cedar Rapids. Minute and 35 seconds remaining in the second period here. Mankato going to the power play. Face off, controlled back to the point. Point to point. Blocked by Maverick.
Roughriders penalty, assessment number 22, Jack Harrison. 30-second penalty, book flipping the final penalty segment is 25 seconds.
Pass back to the point again. Shot comes in. Ellis hits it hard. Up to the point. Comes back down deep.
1 minute to play. 1 minute to play.
Pass across off of Liam's stick. Then goes wide. Maverick Rasmussen playing defense there. Up to the point. Shot comes in, off, wide of the net. And goal. Mankato 2, Cedar Rapids 1. Puck stolen by DJ. And there's a trip. Now we've got a penalty on Mankato for a trip. Face off, kind of stuck in the center's legs. Puck comes up to DJ. DJ tries to self-pass, doesn't quite get it to himself. As he's lost his stick yet again, Corbin gets it into the zone. Manages to find a Mankato player. Pass back to the middle. Wyatt Monty tries to get it into the center and out of time. And that is the end of your second period. It is Mankato 2, Roughriders 1. All right, here we go into the third period. Mankato 2, Roughriders 1. 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in the power play. Roughriders are going to need to make some magic here. Face off controlled by Cedar Rapids. Oh. And Mankato's going to get a breakaway here. That is saved, but we've got a penalty going to Maverick. Conversation by the bench. Not sure quite what's going on here. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess it's a minor in misconduct for boarding. If I had to guess. But as the official didn't make a sign, I'm not quite sure what's getting called. But Roughriders going back to 4-on-4 right now.
30-second penalty and 6-minute misconduct for boarding. The common penalty 11 section 21 seconds.
Yep, minor in misconduct for boarding is what got called. Puck is stuck in the Roughriders defensive zone. Getting some 4-on-4 play here for a little bit. DJ's got it behind the net. And DJ loses an edge. Corbin's able to clean it up, though. Puck coming back up to the point. Puck comes up high and into Baker's glove. Mavericks are now back to full strength. And now there is a abbreviated power play for the Mavericks. Face-off controlled by Mankato. Off of Baker's glove, behind the net now. Up to the point. Shot comes in, wide of the net. Off to Flynn Hansen, knocked off of his stick though. Knocked off of the Mankato player's stick by Jack Kettleson, making himself a real pest back there. Missed a pass there, and Mankato was able to recover. And now both teams back to full strength. Puck got ring around. Mankato still has control of it. Shot gets blocked. Pass goes up to Flynn Hansen. Tries to get it. Puts it up to Jackson Hunt. Tries to pass it through. Up, and it manages to find a Mankato stick. Clara Domke angles well. Knocked off of her stick, and we've got an offside. 9 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the third period of a 2-1 game. Face-off is knocked back into the Mankato zone. Wyatt Monty is able to then regain control. Puck gets dumped in deep. Mankato tries to get it out, but Corbin manages to block it. Mankato's got control again. And that's a penalty on DJ. Mankato back to the power play. Face-off controlled by Mankato. Shot from the point into Baker's glove. Face-off controlled by the Roughriders. Jack Kettleson skating it behind the net, trying to find some space. Brings it up off the glass. Kicked up by Mankato. Knocked out of the zone. Jack's got a chance now. And goal! Jack Kettleson makes a little magic happen, and it is now 2-2. Not sure what the conversation in the box is right now. All right, here we go. 2-2 game. Face-off controlled by Mankato. Corbin Sek pressuring hard. Tries a pass into the middle. but gets blocked. Knocked off of some skates, and we're going to have an icing. 49 seconds remaining in the penalty to DJ. Face-off controlled by the Mavericks. And puck out of play. Face-off controlled by Mankato into the zone. Puck knocked in deep. Jackson Hunt with the puck. Needs to maintain control of it and get it out of the zone. Pressure coming. Knocked off of his stick. Corbin's able to get it back. And tries to get it in, but only finds goalie's pads. Clara Domke gets it at the point. Dumps it down a little bit deeper. Both teams full strength now. Cedar Rapids has control of it back in their zone. Liam taking a little bit of time, passes it up to Clara. Gets stick lifted from behind. Mankato got it under control now. Jackson Hunt steals it. And puck back out of play. 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third period here. Face-off coming deep in the Cedar Rapids zone. Face-off controlled by Mankato, dumped deeper into the zone. Corbin's on it. Bounces it to himself behind the net. Puck comes out a little bit higher. And out of the zone by Corbin. Knocked back out of the zone. Passes it over. Knocked off of Flynn's stick. Jack Kettleson trying to weave it through, but ends up finding a bunch of Mankato sticks. DJ protecting the puck well. Big scrum on the side. And then Jack just got clobbered. And play stops, and I think we're going to get a penalty here. To Mankato, I believe. Cedar Rapids going to the power play, it looks like. 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the period here. Face off in some skates.
30-second penalty for roughing the time penalty, 5 minutes, 57 seconds.
Jack Kettleson finding some time and space. Shot comes into the goalie and stopped. 2-2 game here. 5 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the third period. Face off controlled back to Liam. Liam tries a shot, pass to Jack. Jack tries to shoot it in, gets swallowed up by the goalie. Good save. Good save, good play from the Riders. Shot from Iris goes just a little bit wide. Puck gets knocked out of the zone. Jack Kettleson with the puck again. Tries to pass it across to Iris. Shot comes in, gets blocked out in front. Angled off by DJ. DJ gets around a couple. And almost gets it in front of the net. Mankato coming out with some speed. Pass comes across, gets stuck in Flynn's skates. Iris has it. Whoops, loses the puck. Jackson Jerf gets it back. Both teams back to full strength. 4.5 minutes remaining in the period here. Puck gets passed to the middle a little bit too long. Blocked by Corbin. Up to the wing. Across, gets stolen by Clara. Pass up to Clara again. Clara gets it up to Jackson Jerf. Gets stuck in front of the DJ, trying to get some time and space. Gets it into the zone. 3.5 minutes remaining in this period. Puck stuck around the boards. Corbin's able to knock the puck off. Gets a pass to himself. Another pass to himself. Has some time and space. And goal! Goal, Roughriders. Corbin manages to get it to the middle. It bounces up off of the goalie. Jack Kettleson knocks it out of midair into the net. 3 minutes remaining in the third period here. Ensuing faceoff is controlled back to the Roughriders D, popped up to the wing. Pass missed into the Cedar Rapids zone, back out to Jackson Hunt. Or that was Jackson Jerf with the goal, not Jack Kettleson. Shot comes in, gets blocked out in front. Liam Smith able to not quite get it out of the zone. Gets another bite at the apple. Gets it out to Jackson Hunt. Jackson Hunt has a odd man situation here. And Hunt gets a penalty for roughing. Cedar Rapids has got a very important penalty to kill here. 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in regulation. Big, important power play coming up for Mankato. Big penalty kill coming up for the Roughriders. And we've got too many players on the ice.
Something happened that just said it wanted to take.
Shot comes in and wide. Puck is stuck in some feet. Still stuck in some feet. Puck comes over to the corner. Ellis Palmer, or someone tries to get it out, and it gets stuck. Empty net for Mankato. Shot off of Baker's blocker wide. Shot over the net. Wraparound defended by Ellis Palmer. Shot comes in wide of the net. Blocked on the pass attempt. Another one comes in to Baker's glove, and we've got a stoppage. 30 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. 1 minute, 14 seconds remaining in the game. Thank you. Face off, controlled by Mankato. Shot blocked. And a shot goes in wide of the net, and icing. I was pretty sure that Jack was over the line, but official disagreed, and we get to go back down to the other end and try it all again.
One minute to play. 1 minute to play.
Big save by Jackson Baker on a puck that just kind of came through. Jackson Jerf with it. Lost a handle on it. And puck is up to Iris. Iris flings it out. We have 30 seconds remaining in a 6-on-5 scenario. And offside. 27.7 seconds remaining in the game. Another face-off. Face-off controlled back, flung down the ice. Should get waved off, but that's an icing. Face-off is controlled by Mankato. Shot gets blocked. Up to the point again. DJ tries a clearing attempt, gets blocked right back into Baker. And 12.4 seconds remaining in the game. Face-off is swung over to the wing. Iris is there as well, gets up to the point. Shot goes wide behind the net. Liam Smith going to be there first. And that is the game. Roughriders end up playing hard, getting through this one. And we are going to be playing in the championship game against Cottage Grove at 1:50 this afternoon, I believe.
Korean stage.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. That is your final.
3.
Fantastic game here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you all later today.